All right, so I got a question for you guys. So we went out to eat at this place called the Half Shell. I don't know what location it is specifically because I'm in Memphis, but apparently they only have two locations. In both of the cities I don't recognize. But anyway, so I'm over here next to the Holiday Inn, and it's like literally behind the hotel over here, right? So go in there, get my food, order food, and when I'm on a business trip, I have access to the company credit card, and there's a certain amount that I have to spend when it comes to certain things. So, uh, for instance, for food, breakfast is I think $20, lunch is like 25, and then dinner is $50. So I essentially plan accordingly. I came over here and I wanted some seafood, so I got some nice food. It's some great food. I think that you get a lot of money for what you pay, right? At least for what I had anyway. I had some shrimp egg rolls, which was good, and then I had oh man, what do they call it? I forget what the platter is called, but it's got like some jumbo shrimp on it that's fried, and then they had some crab cakes, and then they had I think it was grilled catfish that was on a bed of rice pilaf, and then I had some French fries to go with it, and then of course there was some sauces to go with it too. Anyway, I go to checkout, ask the dude for the check, get the check. At the bottom it says 18% gratuity automatically added to the order. Now in my case, this caused me to go over my um, dinner limit, and so, but it was just basically three and some change over, so I didn't have to worry about. I mean, not supposed to, but they're not going to fight me over $3, right? The company won't, right? But still, it's the fact that it says essentially if you order anything and it's past like I think 4 o'clock at night, they're going to automatically charge you 18%. In this case, it was I want to say $8 that they charged me. Now, I don't know how I feel about that because, on the one hand, now me, I'm gonna always tip you regardless of how you treat me. You know why? Because I'm a Christian, right? And you don't know if at that point in time, if you receive bad service, you don't know if it's what they're going through, right? It, it, they could be like a single mom and they're really stressing out and they just found out like that day that the baby dad is not going to be there or he skipped town, whatever it is, or maybe they just had a death in a, anything can be going on with that person in that point in time. They may be living paycheck to paycheck and they're stressing and they don't know what's going on and what they're going to do. This that, and the other, just suffering, right? So for me, I feel that as a Christian, I should always pay, and that gets me involved in intense moments of bonding with the wife because she's not that way. She's like, I'm gonna pay for service. I'm gonna, if I get bad service, then I'm not gonna tip you. You know, me, I feel the opposite. I feel like as a Christian, you should show love whenever and however you can. If that means that I tip you, even though you didn't treat me that well, then that just means I just tip you. Because Bible says turn the other cheek. But I don't know how I feel about automatically being charged tip when I feel like I should decide what that tip looks like. I don't like that. So anyway, I sent off my card, got the card back, and then you have the receipt that where you can fill out everything, whatever, and where it says tip. Maybe that's where I can change what that tip would be, and then put in like a final amount. But I've never gone to a restaurant where they automatically put down a tip. And I feel like I know it's not the servers. It's not them. It's whoever owns this business or this company. It's them. They put that into place, right? But I don't know how I feel about that. How do y'all feel about that? to be. I mean, so for situations, say if you have like a group of like 10 people, and it says automatically, gratuity automatically applied to groups of like 10 or more. That makes sense, right? But here I am, well, not a single guy, but I'm just one guy eating dinner, and then I get the automatic gratuity of 18%. It would have felt better if they would have said, "Hey, 5% or 10% automatically, applied," and then that way I could decide, well, hey, that's not enough. I'll add more, right? But 18%, why not 15? I feel like there's something wrong with that picture. That's just Dion talking, right? But yeah, so anyway, I'm done for the night. We're gonna shut it down. I'm partly dozing off. I was partly dozing off when I was on the road earlier, driving up here. So I pulled over and then took a nap. Woke my own self up, snoring a couple times. You know. Anyway, I'm finna shut it down tonight. But how y'all feel about that? That just it was some good food. But man, 18%, which is what I would normally tip anyway, right? But I don't like the fact that it felt like it was taken away from me. And maybe I just feel that way. Maybe when I got that receipt back where I could have written in my own tip, maybe I could have just said, no, 5% now. But that's not fair to the server, though, because he did pretty good. He was good to me. Dang, man. How y'all feel about that? I'll probably talk with y'all tomorrow. Bye.